me, since last time you've been on, you had probably one of the craziest years of all time.
It was insane.
Yeah, I mean, the record was awesome. You're now a coach on The Voice. There's a Vegas residency happening?
There's a Vegas residency that starts in April.
How fun is that?
For basically 4 weeks. Yeah, it should be fun.
What hotel are you going to?
We're at the Park MGM.
That's fantastic.
It's pretty amazing. You know, Gaga's there, Bruno's there, Bruno Mars. Pretty special company to be in, and we're really excited. But we did just come off basically 9 months on the road together.
How did you feel being on the road for that long?
Well, it's the longest tour we've done. It was 90-something shows. And as close as we are, and we spoke about last time how we kind of fixed our issues in the family to be able to work together again. You know, after 90 shows, you get a little crunchy at times. So
little crispy there, yeah.
We just have a little bit of time off and we jump right back in. But it's great. You know, we've had quite the journey, and it's really all thanks to our amazing fans. So thank you.
Do you hang out when you're on tour? Do you hang out with each other when you're not on stage? Like it's all day. Like, hey, what are you guys doing? I'll meet you there.
Yeah, definitely. Like for instance, we were just in the UK on tour, and Joe and his father-in-law organized a pub crawl, which I'd never done before. So basically, we start, you know, going to bars at like 11:30 a.m. on a Saturday, and we just jumped around. By like the 7th bar, we ended up at some Irish pub where there was a rugby match on. Ireland was playing, and it got so claustrophobic that I basically had to escape and just get out of there. And I wound up at an Indian restaurant by myself. It was a beautiful day. And then a few others felt bad and came and joined me. But in that case, for instance, the Irish pub, no one knew who we were. And that was a beautiful.
So Irish rugby fans and Jonas Brothers fans?
Not the same.
Not the same.
No cross-section.
Good to know that. But with all this stuff happening, I got to ask, new album? Is there gonna
Yeah, new album is coming. Which
It
I'm
is.
very excited about.
It is.
Well, we figured why slow down? So after the last album came out, literally 2 or 3 weeks later, we were with a bunch of our songwriting friends. We went somewhere to record, to write, and came out with, you know, a record pretty much done. So we've put the finishing touches on it now with our friend Ryan Tedder, once again, who worked with us on Sucker and the last record.
Love Ryan Tedder.
We do too, and we're ready to go. We've got the first single's out now, What a Man. But then
What a Man got to do. It's unbelievable. It's crushing. How you know me? I'm a big fan. You crushed it at the Grammys. I loved you at the Grammys. I thought
thanks.
you guys, I go, dude, these guys know how to do it. They know how to put on a show. Yeah. You crushed it. And then
a slight hiccup.
I didn't notice it. I was watching.
Slight hiccup.
I didn't know. Here's
You didn't notice?
No, I didn't notice. So I'm going to show the world this. Apparently you have food stuck in your teeth. And I didn't see that. I didn't know that at all. Who? It's all over Twitter. It was all over Twitter. How did you find out that you had food stuck? Did no one check your brother?
No one checked my
Kevin,
teeth.
Joe, what is...
So here's the thing that's really frustrating about this, okay, is that, first of all, there was spinach in my teeth from my breakfast, which I ate hours before. So the entire day, no one thought to be like, hey, man, there's something back there. Yeah. And then the second thing is, we're doing an interview like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and the guys are talking casually about how, like, oh, you know, the bummer for Nick is that we checked each other's teeth before we went on stage. And I'm sat there going, excuse me.
Yeah, you guys do that and you leave me out of it?
They left me out of it. And, you know, my manager was there sitting when I came back off stage, and we were really excited because the performance went pretty well.
Yeah.
And it was like our Grammy moment, our return, and I was so amped, and I was like, what'd you think? And he's like, well, just don't check her. And I like went to my phone. He's like, you had a little something in your teeth. And then the first message on my phone was from Adam Levine. He's like, nice performance. You had a little schmutz in your teeth.
Oh, no. Oh, my God. And you're like, I'm so happy. I had a great gig. I just played my heart out. But
you know, it just goes to show you that you can be performing on the Grammys and be nominated and still have spinach in your teeth.
There you go. That's exactly right.
On and on and on. I said, and it's on and on and on.